Good morning, traders. Happy Monday to you. Hope everyone had a good weekend. This is Adam with Bull Logic going over another morning watch list and brief market analysis. Right now, it looks like we're going to get a gap down with a SPY trading down 0.93%, IWM down a little over 1%, and the cubes down about 0.84%. We are seeing a lot of selling in the overseas market with Europe down over 2% across the board. So it's definitely dragging our markets down this morning. So we'll have to wait and see if we can do our normal put in the morning low and then buy it back up through the rest of the day. Maybe test that or play around that 1340 support on the S&P before buying up and staying in this range that we've been building here between that 1340 and that 1368 level. Definitely when we're in this level, we're seeing a lot of chop as we've seen for the last week or so. This market has been very choppy. I expect this week to be exactly the same, mostly because it is option expiration week, so keep that in mind. Also, it's just been a choppy market as of late, so I don't see any reason for that not to continue. We are out of oversold territory. The sideways move has brought us back out of that area, so we could see a move lower, no problem. Definitely look for a break of that 1340 level. We are seeing some topping patterns happen here in the indexes. A lot of times these won't play out, but sometimes they do. It's something to keep watch on, usually just because everybody can see the topping pattern happen. So usually it will be effective not having too many eyes on it, so therefore it just won't come to fruition. First on the list is RPRX. Either going to look for a quick red to green, but what I expect is a quick fade here and get it back into the Bollinger Bands because this thing is way outside the Bollinger Bands. So it could break support intraday, maybe start green with a gap up, and then go red for a nice short. MWW, watching this one for a red to green. It seemed to be flagging here most of the day. Also watching just for a takeout of this flag on the intraday level. MNTX, looking for a continuation run and a takeout of those highs. Had good volume coming out of this oversold territory. BCRX riding this 20-day moving average down. Got good support on that 200-day moving average as it bounced up, and now it's flagging under here. So just look for a takeout of that. Careful, it's a thin stock, but this thing can run when it wants to. SRZ looks like it's going to get squeezed here between that 50-day and that 20-day moving average. Good volume coming in. We'll see if we can't get above that 50-day. HTH, this one's on watch for a short, another parabolic that you want to keep in mind. These things will be good, especially if the market starts to tank. And they're good for swinging. Parabolic shorts always make good swings because they usually fall for a couple of days. As you can see, it's been completely out of the Bollinger Bands for the last 2 days and mostly out for that third day right here, so definitely keep that on watch. AEIS, just coming out of this range right here. It's a pretty simple range break on this one. It's got good room to move up higher, so definitely keep that one on watch. GSIG, this one had a nice breakout, and then it started to pull back, starting to flag here a little bit. See if it can't push under for the highs again. SPRD, I like this one. It's flagging here at this resistance level. This looks like to be a strong resistance at that 1758, 1760 level. So it looks like it's working off these overbought conditions right on that resistance. That could be a good for another push, at least to that 200-day moving average. POWI, this one is still flagging. I had this one on my Friday morning watch list, and it still stayed in the flag that Friday morning, pretty much going nowhere throughout the day. Again, another thin stock, should be careful there, but it is putting in a nice flag. CRAY, I'm going to beat this one to death until it does something, but still watch it over that 1150 level, or maybe even below that 1057 level. And Mako, this bad boy looks like it's ready for a snapback. As you can see, it's 3 days out of that Bollinger Bands on this huge gap down and push lower. It's pretty much oversold as much as it can be. It looks like we could get a snapback. We got a little bit of price support here on the intraday level, so now would be the time that it's going to do it. Market could take it down a little bit further, maybe even see a red to green on this if it does gap a little bit lower. Alright everyone, that's my watch list. Again, the markets are gapping down this morning, so be a little bit nimble, be careful. Don't look to take anything real heavy right now. Definitely not the time. Good luck everyone.